going on, everybody? Welcome inside the Mayo Media Network. It's Sunday, which means it's time for your Sunday Best Bets with me, your host, Matt Best. Before we dive into things, a few housekeeping notes. If you're new to the network, old to the network, I think you know what's about to happen here. I'm going to tell you to like this video, hit that thumb in the bottom right, and go ahead and subscribe to us if you're watching here on YouTube. If you're not watching and you're listening, I don't discriminate. That's completely fine. Wherever you're listening to us, Stitcher, Google, Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast outlet you're on right now, go ahead, rate us 5 stars, and if you're able, leave us a review as well. Make sure you leave your Twitter handle in there, because you never know when Pat's going to give away money for just being a fan. Just say something nice, leave that Twitter handle, and you could wake up, be having a great day, and have an even better day when at the PME messages you and goes, hey, congrats, you won. I can't win that free money, but you can, so go ahead, win that. In the comment section below on this YouTube video, though, I need you to let me know what your favorite bet is, what your favorite parlay is if you have one. We have a pretty juicy one. After hitting a plus 633 one last week, I'm feeling kind of confident, so we're going to try and nail a decent parlay for you today. And let us know what kind of merch you want to see. I'm rocking the MMN hat right now. Flex fit, large, extra large. Yeah, I got a big ass head, I know. But we can also get a small one, a medium for you. Doesn't really matter. But I also need to know what kind of merch you want to see. Golf shirts, pullovers, hoodies, t-shirts, you name it, and we'll try and make it happen. I just want to see what you guys want so I don't go off, make a bunch of shit that no one wants to buy. So let me know what you want, either here, like I said, in the YouTube comment, or tweet at me at bestofmatt. All right, let's get rolling. Let's recap last week. 3 for 3 on the picks. Pittsburgh, Boston, hit the under. The over in Philly and New Jersey. And Claude Giroux might be my favorite player now, just because he willed that team to an over. Thank you, Claude Giroux. And then the Rockies money line as well. We'll talk Rockies later. Like I said, we nailed the plus 633 parlay. The shot props, not too hot. Fully transparent, not too hot there. Don't have any shot props for you today, as there's only one game in the NHL that goes at 3 p.m. Eastern. And let's start with that. It is the Detroit Red Wings up against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And what we're attacking here is the under between these two teams, 5.5. Detroit, Tampa Bay, minus 120. Detroit has played to the under 4 games in a row. And if that doesn't impress you, how about this? They've played to the under in 8 of their last 10. And honestly, they don't look that bad on the ice. Jacob Vrana looks phenomenal. That looks like a fantastic trade for Stevie Y. If you haven't seen the goal where Vrana comes in, takes the puck at the blue line, and then kind of goes horizontal at the net and roofs a backhander, just outstanding stuff. He looks like he's going to fit in well there. Vasilevsky's in net for the Tampa Bay Lightning. McElhinney, I think, is one of the worst backups in the league, if not the worst, after playing. And I know he only gave up the 1 goal, but just I can't. I don't care for it, and I want nothing to do with McElhinney ever. Vasilevsky helps our case here at my under 5.5. Detroit has just given up 6 goals in their last 4 games. Tampa Bay, meanwhile, their potent offense that everyone loves, not so potent lately without Stamkos. Kucherov is coming back. You'll see these guys in the playoffs. Tampa's averaging just 2.9 goals per game over the last 10 games. Like I said, no props in this game that I love. If you do want an anytime goal scorer, not counting this as an official pick, but this is the guy I'd go with Barboulay. Just because he's on the first line, top line power play. His ice time has been trending in a good direction, minus this 1-0 game where I think he played around 13 minutes, but he's been around the 15, 16, 17 minute mark. So that's why I'm going Barboulay here. I think you'll get him at a decent price too. Won't be one of the favorites. Ross Colton was a guy that I was attacking for a while, and then the books caught on, so I kind of backed off of him. And yeah, that'll do it for hockey. Let's jump over to baseball now. We've got the Marlins and the Nationals going up against one another. I'm going to take the Miami Marlins money line here at plus 128. And honestly, it feels dirty going against Mad Max. He's on the bump for the Nationals, but I kind of have to, and I think this line reflects Scherzer's name value. I think we'd see a different line if Scherzer wasn't on the bump and it was just someone who has around his same numbers. Then again, this is Max Scherzer we're talking about. He could go off and have a dominant start. But on the other side, Trevor Rogers has been electric for the Miami Marlins. The guy's 3-1 this season with a 1.29 ERA. Hasn't allowed more than 3 runs in a single start this season. He hasn't given up a run in 13 innings. All these stats should make you want to go to the line for him. While I still think the Nats are good, like I said, I think the value is here on the Miami Marlins money line at plus 128. For the Rockies and Diamondbacks, we're going to go back to the Rockies. They didn't do me dirty last time, and I'm hoping they don't do me dirty this time. We're going to go with the money line again, plus 128 for them. And we're going to go over 8.5 I don't know how this line went to 8.5 after it was 9 for a while today. And then when I finally recorded this video, it jumped over to 8.5 after this just 14-6 game. We're going to go with Chichi Gonzalez. He's been solid for the Rockies, 2-0 this season with a 3.29 ERA. And now he's a pitch-to-contact kind of guy that induces a lot of ground balls. His home runs per 9, an average over the last 2 seasons, has been 1.5. But this season, 0.5. So we're going to ride the trend here. We're going to have a good time, hopefully, with Chichi. Last 3 games, 15 innings pitched, 5 innings per game there. And over those games, we've got 1 earned run, 1 earned run, and then 3 earned runs. And on the flip side, I think we're getting just recent success bias based on the line here. Merrill Kelly, strong as last start against the Padres. 1 run on just 4 hits. Kelly, the last time he faced the Rockies, though, 6 earned runs in 6 innings. These teams, this is why I want to attack this over at 8.5, why I was so amazed by it. These teams are averaging a total of 12 runs in their games this season, including a 14-6 game tonight. If you want to get gutsy, I talked about it earlier in the show. If you want to get gutsy and parlay these, you'll see on the graphic here, you'll listen to me now, plus 1494 if you loop them all together where you can. I know some books won't let you take a money line and an over in the same game, but if you can, it's a plus 1494 parlay. If you just want to do the under and the Marlins and the Rockies money line, I think that equates out to around like plus 800, around there, maybe a little higher, plus 850. But that'll do it for this week over here on the Mayo Media Network for your Sunday Best Bets. Leave a comment below of what your favorite pick is, what your favorite parlay is, and let me know what kind of merch you want to see. Until next week, best of luck.